Lit up so she put hers on.
I look like a beautiful gypsy princess.
But they're two grown-ups. What can you do? You can't do but so much.
Well, watch and see. Watch and see what I'm gonna do.
Yes, but I know that the stereotype for gypsies is somebody that travels and tells fortunes.
But they're two grown-ups. What can you do? You can't do but so much.
Well, watch and see. Watch and see what I'm gonna do.
Number 4, Mom Rage. Pee-wee and Brittany, a young couple who found love online, plan to meet for the very first time on their wedding day. But the groom's mom isn't giving the union her blessing. Turns out Lottie feels slighted by the potential bride because Brittany never asked for permission to marry her son. She walks towards the bride screaming at the top of her lungs and gets all up in Brittany's family's faces and keeps screaming profanities at the family. Lottie wages war over the impending nuptials and her weapon of choice, a walking stick.
It's so embarrassing to like the people I'm getting ready to get married to.
Why, Nick? I thought Lottie wasn't coming. Pee-wee, your mom's coming to kill me.
She's gonna know me right now.
Oh, my God.
Right now.
Hey, what did she...
We had a little bit of a problem because nobody's gonna get in my wife's face. It's my wife.
My stupid son. I hope you...
I don't know what Pee-wee was taking up from my family, and then she got mad.
Listen to me about my son.
I ain't even done nothing.
Like, I'm not trying to...
Looky here.
No, it ain't looking here.
But don't forget, when she gets old enough, I'm putting her in a home.
She runs to Brittany with a stick raised up high and fully ready to attack when luckily Pee-wee rushes to protect his future wife. Pee-wee feels his mom completely ruined his wedding day, and you can tell he's a bit shattered by this emotionally. Gypsy mothers are known to be very protective and controlling of their children, but this took it to a whole new level. In Gypsy culture, the family is the most important unit of social organization. The mother is often the primary caregiver and is responsible for ensuring that her children are raised with strong values and traditions. Gypsy mothers are also tasked with protecting their children from the outside world, which can be seen as a threat to the Gypsy way of life. Maybe that's why Lottie is so against Brittany.
This is what I told him. Is he embarrassed of your family? No.
Pee-wee can't come up here.
If I gotta leave, Brittany's family gotta leave. Everybody get out. Turn.
Right.
Oh, my God. Get up like that.
The first time I wanted to lay eyes on Brittany is that moment where I get to see all the reaction of the people being like, oh, that's a nice dress. But instead, I'm over here grappling.
Mom, I don't give a Why are you doing this to me on my day?
You hate Lily.
Why are you doing this to me?
Pee-wee, he's the one who caused it, the whole...
Like, we went from all the drama, and then, like, Pee-wee, like, yelled at his mom, and...
Can I go get...
Yeah, you can.
Number 3, Mom ruins wedding. Everything seems to be going just fine. All the kids are getting dressed up in their fanciest attire for the wedding, and next up is the bride's turn. Daniel's wedding dress is beautiful. It is as shiny and pink as a Gypsy family would want it to be. Gypsy wedding dresses are known for their unique and extravagant style, which sets them apart from traditional wedding dresses. Most of the time, Gypsy wedding dresses tend to be very elaborate and heavily embellished. They often feature intricate beading, lace, and embroidery, as well as laces of tulle or silk, exactly what Daniel's dress goes for. The groom's family is on one side of the hall, while the bride is on the other. Daniel's mother, Sandy, has her doubts because the groom's family does not like Gypsy families and is not entirely comfortable with the wedding. There's a storm brewing already. Soon enough, the groom and his best man arrive looking good. But as Danielle arrives, there's a huge wardrobe malfunction as the lower part of her dress comes right off. Luckily enough, they fix it.
He's the love of my life.
My mom and dad are getting married today, and I'm really excited.
Ain't that beautiful? This Sandra Telly made for my daughters. Oh my God, they were absolutely lit up so she put hers on.
I look like a beautiful gypsy princess.
I was totally nervous. I thought, what if it don't fit right? The dress was beautiful. Yeah, I'm ready.
They don't like Gypsy, so why would I kiss their ass and like them?
This is my fucking wedding day.
In the aisle as the music started playing. And Danielle, she was gorgeous.
Danielle was amazing.
And in there, you know, in this tuxedo, I mean, it was like
I'm not very happy. I did not want her married.
Just as the wedding is about to start, the bride's mom, Sandy, yells, "You should look happy." She starts screaming at the groom that he doesn't look happy enough and the fact that her daughter is up there with him is something Sandy simply cannot handle. The groom loses control too and tells her to get out and starts cursing at her. Sandy has to be physically dragged out of the hall and is fighting, but she lashes out even more and hits someone from the groom's side of the family. Danielle and Todd are just shocked when suddenly someone from the groom's side retaliates and punches Sandy in the gut. A mass fight erupts within seconds, an all-out brawl. Everyone just punches whoever comes in their way. People begin to throw chairs and vases. Things are really spinning out of control. They topple over the wedding cake and fall down fighting, but no one stops. Everyone is evacuated from the building because things are simply too bad to continue with. The wedding is absolutely ruined and there's no turning back. But outside, Todd gets into another brawl with several men. In the end, they had to call 911 because it is simply too far gone for any one person to handle.
The ceremony was about to start. You could probably see it on my face that I was stunned.
You should be, that's her day. And it really, really went to my head. Oh, it blew it.
Mouth shut for so long.
My daughter walked up here and you act like you marrying her.
Get the fuck out, bitch.
My mom was like trying.
I got up and tried to get my...
Please leave your hands off of me.
Stop.
My mother out of the wedding.
And I get angry, everything. Chad, go!
Sandy lashes out.
Pulled them off me.
We're Gypsy.
One of the first times in my life.
I honestly think that
Todd ain't got a foot to stand on.
My mom sabotaged every amazing feeling of my life.
Didn't do nothing about this big of a delay.
Number 2. Unwanted guest. It's the day of Jet's wedding, and she couldn't be happier. She's going to get ready and can't wait to get married. On the other hand, her mother Angie is going into this wedding ready to destroy it. She hates the groom because he's been to jail, and she simply thinks he is not good enough for her daughter. That's why Angie is getting dressed in the worst way possible to make sure the wedding is terrible and no one has any idea what's coming. Gypsy wedding dresses are designed to make a bold statement and reflect the wealth and status of the bride and her family, and Jet's dress is nothing if not a bold statement. Gypsy wedding dresses are also often very voluminous and have a large skirt that extends out from the waist.
So nervous. It's finally the day. It's right here. I got some rhinestones in my eyelids. I got it going on I
can't wait to see you, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
The occasion.
That's the baddest tux I've ever seen.
It's my culture, you know what I mean? You fix my collar, cuz? Me, Romney Cho, man, will be honored and proud to wear it.
Romney Cho, Charlie.
Mother-in-law Angie is getting dressed to kill.
Let's get it on.
It's the morning of the wedding, and I do not like Bubba. Hurricane Angie's gonna get him real good. Get up for her. And for him, I'm gonna get my daughter back today.
The skirt may also be decorated with ruffles, bows, or other embellishments to add even more volume and visual interest, which is why Jet's dress has the longest trail you can possibly imagine. Looks like Jet's dress is hitting all the marks of a perfect Gypsy wedding dress. When they finally get to the wedding hall, the groom and bride are ready to be tied together for eternity when suddenly an unexpected guest arrives. Mother-in-law Angie. She barges in and says she is here to stop the wedding and refuses to get her daughter married to Bubba. They go out and the groom, the bride, and Angie exchange so many profanities it's difficult to count. No one wants Angie there, but she refuses to give up and is determined to ruin this wedding. But Angie is physically removed from the hall by security at the request of the groom and bride. Jet refuses to let her mother ruin the wedding, and they continue with the wedding as planned.
I'm just gonna start walking and then it'll start following me. Technical difficulties. Girl, I'm wore out already. I don't know how I'm getting down there. It's not working for me. Oh my gosh, really? But this dress is going. Stay in here. It's not even that I can't get my leg.
I can't even see you anymore.
My feet hurt.
That's, I couldn't imagine.
My daughter deserves better than that. I'm definitely not gonna let my mom ruin my wedding. By no means. It's a symbol of my love.
With it,
I
take a piece of my heart.
I take a piece of my heart.
Number 1. Mom causes a scene. Lexi wants to get married to Kenny, who proposed to her after a week of dating. But Lexi's mother is against the wedding because Kenny is a non-Romani and her mom wants her to marry a Romani man. They believe that if Lexi marries Kenny, she's going to lose her family and her culture in the process, and there is no way the mother wants that to happen. So she tries everything she can to convince Lexi not to marry Kenny, but it's not working out so well. Her mother even goes over to Kenny's place to talk him out of it. She tells him if he wants to marry Lexi, he will have to cut out every non-romantic person from his life.
I'm a roommate called Gypsy, and I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. I did have feelings for him, so I told him that I was interested also.
My name is Kenny, and I'm a gorger. Yes, but I know that the stereotype for gypsies is somebody that travels and tells fortunes.
From the moment I first saw Lexi, I knew she had to be mine, and I'd do whatever it takes to. I love your chubby little cheeks.
Kenny and I were talking for like a week, and then
I wish we could fall asleep on the phone together.
it's not like I was looking for a gorger.
Marianne has brought in the big guns. Lexi.
Why are you acting like this? You're not marrying a gorgeous.
It's really hard to get back into the gypsy community. This is coming to an end now.
Lexi and Kenny decided to get married anyway, and Kenny lies that he has cut out his family when he actually hasn't. On the wedding day, when Lexi's mom and sister sense that Kenny's family is present, they realize he has not cut them out and they object to the wedding. This causes a fight between the bride and groom's family that is escalating quickly. Lexi's mom says she will disown her if she goes through with this wedding, but Lexi simply says she doesn't care anymore and she loves him. Lexi's mother and her aunt leave the wedding. They no longer wanted to be at the wedding and decide to cut out Lexi from their life. Lexi and Kenny get married in the end, with or without Lexi's mother's permission.
So basically I've been thinking, you want to marry my daughter. You aren't born a gypsy, you have no gypsy blood running through, including your family. Talking to your family, you get them all out of your life, you get rid of them, or you get rid of Lexi.
I hate to say this, but my future mother-in-law seems like a bitch.
This is a day of great celebration and reverence.
You know I know it's her because I can spot a gorger from a mile away. Them grudges, they stink. I know they're no...
I was told that he disowned his family, and it was a big, fat lie.
Who has cause to believe that this...
I object. You lied, your damn gorger family's here.
But I can't lose the man that I love.
Shall we continue? Under the eyes of God, Alexis, do you take Kenny to be your lawfully wedded husband? Kenny, do you take Alexis to be your lawfully wedded wife?
That's all for today's video. See you all next time.